Hello to all you comic readers out there, my comic Frontline here, and welcome everybody to my comic review. In this review, I'll be reviewing digitally an all-new, all-different Marvel comic book, and in case you're wondering why I'm wearing this Punisher shirt and these Spider-Man gloves, is because in this review, I'm doing a what-if comic book, and for those of you who read the what-if comic book back in the 80s and 90s, which I have for some of them, that's where the Watcher was doing all narrating, but in this what if era, this is where the Watcher's dead and Nick Fury actually took over since he murdered the Watcher. So now it's going to be Nick Fury. And in this review of the what if, I'll be reviewing What If Peter Parker Became the Punisher, issue number 1. And since Spider-Man and the Punisher are my favorite Marvel heroes, I thought Spider-Man and Punisher, I thought, why not give it a shot? And I will say who the writer and the artist is by. The writer is by Carl Potts, and the artist is by Jonan Ramirez. And if I said the names wrong, I do apologize for that. And yeah, so let's get started. So this is actually Peter Parker who narrates the whole thing, because we don't see Nick Fury at all in any of the panels, which is very shocking actually, because in the other what ifs I saw him in one of them for the previous what if comics that came out last week. So it just talks about, you know, how he got bit by a radioactive spider, and then the whole thing of getting into the business where he's making money. The robber gets away that murdered his Uncle Ben. And first of all, let me show you this artwork. The artwork here is drawn really nice. I like how they put the Punisher skull on the Spider-Man costume, known as like Spider Punisher, so to say. And it's where he met the guy at the warehouse who murdered his Uncle Ben, but instead of the guy who went over the top and killed himself because of what he saw of Spider-Man and everything, Spider-Man actually used a gun to kill the guy. Now, we all know the Punisher, how he uses guns to kill people, so, you know, you put those together, and that's exactly what happened there. So with that, with the newspaper, J. Jonah Jameson, who doesn't like Spider-Man, says, "The punishing spider terrorizes cities." So there's all that goes on, and Peter Parker, of course, is taking the pictures when he's using both the gun and webbing. So that's why there's a mixture between him being the Punisher and Spider-Man. And here's some more artwork, by the way. As you can see, the gun buckle around his chest or waist, like the Punisher does. And he fought a lot of people, like Electro, Kraven, Sandman, Doc Ock. Basically the Sinister Six, so to say. And he meets up with Norman Osborn when he goes to Empire State University, and Gwen Stacy. So this was like Peter Parker and Gwen Stacy together, and Norman trying to get with Mary Jane Watson for that. And to be honest, I mean, it doesn't matter whether Peter Parker's with Mary Jane or Gwen Stacy, because I prefer he be with either one of them, because some people like that he's with Mary Jane more or Gwen Stacy, but like I said, it's what if. So this is like a world that, it's like a different alternate universe, so to say. And so he's fighting off against the Green Goblin, which he finds out is Norman Osborn, where he has amnesia, and trying to, you know, where Norman tries to get rid of it, but he doesn't like get killed in this one, but when he is with Gwen Stacy, he's like saying, "Remove your wrist shooters and jump off the tower and make no attempt to save yourself, and I'll let her live, but if not, then I'm just going to let her go." So with that, Spider-Man used his gun to actually defeat the Green Goblin, and as he tried to save Gwen Stacy, with that, he actually does right on time with that. And then Harry actually witnessed that his dad died when he saw him, and then he's like saying, you know, what, that Punisher killed a brilliant and great man, and swears on his grave that he will pay as for revenge. And then we see like the whole thing where like Peter Parker's like ripping into shreds because he had the power, the responsibility to make the woman that he loves happy, and almost messed it up, but never again. So he chose a path of love, not vengeance, because you know how Punisher says it's not vengeance, it's punishment. So that's why they put the vengeance in there. And as everything's happening, you know, Peter Parker's just being himself, where we see one part of the thing where Frank Castle, where his family died because of all the gunmen that happened, and the whole thing of Spider Punisher or Punishing Spider, whatever he's called in this, was using guns. That's how the Mafia killed the Punisher's son and daughter in that one. And that is the end of that. So, it says the end with a question mark, so that actually says something right there, so there might be another issue. These are the what ifs that I've been talking about that has been out, so if you want to take a look at those comic books, you go to your nearest comic store, as well as checking out the ongoing ones, which I see the Punisher issue 3, which I will get to and review right here on Comic Frontline. But yeah, these gloves are really hard to scroll with that. So I really like this what if story. Really interesting of if you know, if it really happened, of what if Peter Parker became the Punisher and all that, with different scenarios and stuff. Rating gift for this, I would say between a 4.5 to 5 out of 5 book of the week. I like the artwork. The story was really awesome. How they put Spider-Man Punisher as a mix together, and I really like the what if stories. Whether it's the Watcher doing it and Nick Fury doing it, the story itself was really great, and I recommend you guys pick this up if you're a Spider-Man and or Punisher fan, and if not, then you won't. It's up to you guys, but I would say definitely pick this up at a nearest comic book store near you. So with that, everybody, that's my comic review of What If Peter Parker Became the Punisher, issue number 1. Before I go, do not forget to check out sources of ComicFrontline.com, ZoneForPodcast.com, the YouTube game channel Frontline Gaming Zone, because we are your #1 source for comic and game-related news, reviews, and a whole bunch more. Click that subscribe button so it'll be in your subscription box. You won't miss out on anything that we upload right here on Comic Frontline. And your support and everything means the world to us, and we thank you for those of you who have subscribed to this channel as well with your support. And also in the comment section, you can leave your comments below of, oh, I can hold it like this. Oh, that's cool. Because the other one I couldn't with the other tablet. Your thoughts of this comic book, likes, dislikes, or anything you want to say about it. Do you like that they did the mix-up between Spider-Man and Punisher, and do you think it was interesting as I thought? Or did you pick this up after reading this review? Anything you want to say, please feel free to leave in the comment section. I'll try to get back to you guys as soon as I can. So to all your comic book readers out there, I'm my comic friend saying take care, and as always, don't forget to keep watching. See how I did the spiderweb thing? I thought that was cool. Okay, I'll stop there. Later, everybody.